Hey everybody, this is Matt Aaron, Cleveland nominee for one of the best DJs out there. I want to thank you and say go follow No Cover TV. They are awesome. Big shout out to these guys.
No Cover, where to go, who to know. I am standing outside, I guess this is the patio, the backyard of the Outpost in Kent, Ohio, down the street from Kent Reed, Kent Wright, Kent State. And I'm here with Matt Aaron today as promoter, but also you guys may know him as the Cleveland Music Award nominee for Best DJ in Cleveland, Ohio. Welcome.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's awesome. You were telling me a little bit about your background, DJing, and then now the back end of the business, being a promoter. What do you prefer?
I kind of like learning the back end. I still love DJing. I still love performing. It's always going to be my first love. But knowing the back end of the business has taught me and gotten me farther on the front end of the business than not knowing the back end of the business, I would say.
That's awesome. Yeah, you were telling us a little tricks of the trade, about negotiation, about band setup. You've also worked with a lot of famous artists, and tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, man. Well, are we going on the touring days, or are we going?
Let's go on the touring days.
So for the touring days, I got picked up by Average Joe's Entertainment. I was actually signed by Colt Ford's bass player. He saw me at a show at the Grog Shop. He came up and was in town, and I was performing with Just Mike as his DJ. And I took over as the house DJ for the night and got the crowd hyped for Snow the Product and Caskey. He took me down to Nashville 2 weeks later, and they signed me on the spot.
That is incredible. I mean, that's why you got to go out, you got to play, you got to do things, not sit in your house, because that's where opportunities come. And Matt's a perfect example of that. Tell us also about your productions and producing. You've worked with so many great artists.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, just recently I was working with a pop punk band that I kind of built and helped produce. And just to get them to the next level, I brought in Eddie Reyes from Taking Back Sunday to help me produce their album. And the first night Eddie was in there, he got chills, like writing one of his own songs off one song we wrote together. And he looked at the boys and said, if you keep that up, I can have you signed before you ever touch a stage. Yeah, it was an incredible feeling.
That's awesome. And are they signed now?
They are not. Unfortunately, the band split up because the lead singer got too involved with his girlfriend, but I still have all the original trackings, and there might be some workings in the back end one day.
You ever mix it in your DJ set?
If the songs were actually mixed for good post-production, yes. But I do love doing pop-punk sets. That's probably one of my favorite wheelhouses. I would use that at Dive Bar all the time. For instead of your typical sing-alongs, I'd throw on Yellow Card and then mix it into Taking Back Sunday. That's a remix done by Adventure Club, and then I'd take that and go into some good Charlotte and just have the room singing along for 45 minutes to pop punk songs, rocking out.
That's pretty cool. And then what I love is you take the EDM and then you throw some hard guitars on it. It's like, it's totally rocks out, but it flows, it goes perfectly to the beat. I mean, it's just well produced.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. That song that I sent over was a very, very dark time. That song is actually about an internal power struggle. So the female voice is supposed to be an ex-girlfriend who would just talk bad about me all the time. And the male voice was supposed to be the internal anger in me, and it was supposed to be an internal war inside of my head. So the whole video concept was basically staring into a mirror and the two of them appearing in the mirror and arguing the entire time with me just sitting there and trying to fight off this war.
It's like the demons.
Yeah.
It's total demons. I mean, music's supposed to evoke emotion, right?
It is.
As soon as I heard that, I felt something. I mean, it was scary, very sad, angry, yes. And then also I loved it at the same time. I'm like, why do I love this so much? It was really, really cool.
It was the trance elements mixed with the hard rock guitars done by Tommy Church from Mushroom Head. And it was just the idea of the song. It came to me one night. The vocals came out first, and then I just wrote everything along behind it and just built this idea. I wanted the pianos in it to tug at the sadness of the emotion. I wanted the guitars for the anger and just the narration of it. It was supposed to be a story because, yes, music is supposed to tell a story. Even in DJ sets, when you're planning your DJ set, you want to tell a story from beginning to end of your set. Even if you're playing somebody else's songs, tell a story.
Yep.
Take them on a linear path. Don't just play a song because it's popular. That's not the way to do it. You're not a festival guy yet. Build a story around your set, and you're going to grab more fans than just, I'm playing all the top hits from everybody.
Yep. So as an artist, which bands around Cleveland that you'd like to collaborate with?
Oh, man, who would I like to collaborate with? Well, I mean, I'd still love to do something myself with Eddie Reyes. He does live in Sandusky now. I love working with Tommy Church. You know, he's from up this way. I love working with cover bands like Billy Likes Soda. Bad Juju are very good friends. Chad is awesome. Diamond Project getting Gary on a song.
Also, all three nominated for the Cleveland Music Awards. How about that?
Yeah. I sang for Billy Likes Soda for a little while. I was one of their backup singers, too, in there.
Very
so
cool.
That was fun. I mean, I've done a little bit of everything in the industry. I went from hard rock singer and metal screamer to hip-hop artist to DJ to just every little thing I could get my hands into because I'm that type of person. I want to get my hands in it somewhere and be like, okay, what can I learn? What can I do? How can I take this back to my craft?
That's awesome. Well, you're very well respected in this town. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. Before I let you go, give everybody your socials.
So you can find me on Facebook. Matt Aaron 216 is on there. You can also find me on YouTube. Matt Aaron Official is the YouTube page. I've got a couple DJ mixes up there. One's more of a lovey, kind of sad, emotional mix. And one is a straight out rock and pop punk mix of all just different pop punk and rock songs blended together with EDM. And then I have my original song that I sent out for the awards, Deranged. Give that a listen, a like, and I'm working on some new stuff right now to get out. So
that's awesome. We're excited. Have you part of the Music Awards. Everybody come out, get your tickets now, get the root for Matt Aaron, all the other DJs, all the other great nominees. It's going to be a hell of a time. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Awesome.
No cover TV. No cover TV. No cover TV. No cover TV. No cover TV.